So this is us arriving in Pooley Bridge itself. At this point we're following Eddie and Victoria and being recorded by Eddie's 360. What I will point out as well, for those that don't really know me, I have a tendency to wind people up and often give information that is totally wrong, just to see if people are listening, but you'll notice that as we go along. Morning, it's Monday the 11th of September and we're heading to the Waterside campsite at Ullswater. We're joining Eddie and Victoria. In fact, we're just following them at the moment. They're away for a week in the Lake District, but we're just going to spend a few days with them, and then we're heading back up the road before we depart for Holland. But we'll catch you in a little while. Bye. So as you come onto the site itself and round to the right, the reception itself is just up on the right hand side, but to stop you blocking the way, if you just drive straight through, and there's enough parking places on the left and the right, and then just walk back to the reception itself, and then just enjoy your stay. So once we got set up, we then took a walk into Pooley Bridge for some hydration and pointed out some of the history about Ullswater itself. Morning, we're at Waterside campsite in Ullswater. We're on the electric pitches. We're just over the edge there, you can see the free for all on EHU. And on the other side of the hedge there, you've got more electric hookups. And then down in the lakefront you've got the more expensive plots. Looks like it's going to be a great day. Just went to Jack to do breakfast. Because we're on EHU, getting cooked with our friends Ed and Victoria that are over there. Catch you in a bit. Campsite. What we're going to do today is head into Pooley Bridge, follow the road round on the back of the fell there, all the way along. Just to the side there, visit the waterfall of Aira Force, and then get the bus back. A little bit overcast here, but again, still looking lovely. It's going to be about a 6.5 to 7 mile walk. Pooley Bridge in Pooley. Selection of restaurants and bars and cafes. Anyhow, let's crack on. Bottom end of Ullswater, you can see the steamer just come in. Obviously we set off from the campsite over there, followed the lake around. The mistake that we made when we come over Pooley Bridge, if you go straight over and through a gate and then turn left and through the woods, but we didn't. We followed the road for a little bit and then joined the path. And all we're going to do now is just follow the path down, up through the fields, round the back of the fell, and onwards. Catching a bit. This is just come around the corner there, the waterfront park, holiday cottages, and static caravans, holiday lets. I'm just going to head on up. See you in a bit. Waterway, just go up a fairly steepish hill, grass covered, looking down towards Ullswater again. Aira Force is just over there, and we're just sticking to this path here. I'll keep you updated on how things are going. Bit overcast, cool, slight wind, but apart from that, easy going. On this little tuck shop, an honesty thing. Don't take the mick. you're going to take something, then do pay. So we walked all the way around, and right in the distance there, that's where we set off from. Very nice. The start of the Caledonian Canal that runs all the way down, or is it? Choices is Watermillock by the fields, half a mile, or via the road, a mile. Path through the field to the road at Crag House can be muddy following wet weather. Please consider alternative route via the road. Thank you. What we'll do is life's an adventure. Let's go through the field. Cracking views here though, over Ullswater and from where we came. Anyhow, let's crack on. Still cracking views on this walk itself. Cute little footbridge over the stream. Anyhow, let's crack on. The footbridge, it's across the road here, saying 3.5 miles to Aira Force. Quite clearly marked footpath to Aira Force. No cycling. Anyhow, let's crack on. It's quite easily marked and easy to follow. View is still amazing. Clouds a little bit dark, and getting that like little light bits of rain, but not that wet that you need to put a jacket on. But anyhow, let's crack on. Herdwick Stones tetherer, Jan tan tetherer, so it must be number 3. As you can see, I've had to give in, put the waterproof jacket on. Anyhow, let's crack on to Aira Force and some hydration, hopefully. See you in a bit. Messing about on the tree, right. And there's stone number 2. Tan.
You're getting down.
Through the woods itself, still quite easily marked path to follow. I think we're just going to break the wood line in a minute and hopefully see some nice views of Ullswater. Jan, or the final Jan, or number Jan, I mean number 1. Little beck behind it. And there goes the troops heading towards Aira Force. Catching a bit. Aira Force 1.5 miles that way, or Dockray via Gowbarrow Summit 1.25 miles that way. That way has a hydration station, so that's what we're doing. Catching a bit. That's where we started off, right down the campsite, pulled it all the way around to here, onto the top, quite busy. And then we're heading up down this inside. That's inside. Dockray and down. Dockray. We're going to go for some hydration. And then across the Aira Force, see Glenridge in the distance there at the bottom of Ullswater. Not far to go now. Amazing views. From Gowbarrow Summit, saying 2/3 of a mile. Aira Force is a mile that way towards Ullswater, and Dockray is that way, and that's the way we're going to get some hydration before returning back this way. Catching a bit. When you're on your last legs and think as though you can't make it anymore, out of the blue pops a hydration station. Now let's go and get refueled before we continue. So we're just we're following the water down to Aira Force itself. And this is the start of some of the falls.
I didn't realise that the battery had died on the microphone, and so obviously there is no voiceover from myself here. Keep an eye out for the swimmer at the lower part of the falls itself. Didn't expect to see that. And the only other thing that we didn't expect to see was people coming up to us asking which way it was to one of the campsites, They had no map, they weren't dressed accordingly, the footwear was totally inappropriate for the type of ground that they're going over. And it's these sort of people, see it's a fairly nice-ish day and decide, oh, I'll go up that hill. Oh, totally unprepared, and as an end result, somebody that's been working all day is sitting at home to have his evening meal with his family, and then he gets called out because he's part of the mountain rescue to go and put his life at risk to save somebody else's who hasn't been prepared properly for the hills. So come on, get a grip, folk. Make sure you're totally prepared for what could happen to you. So this is the main waterfall that most folk want to see at Aira Force itself. Now got a lot of viewing platforms down the bottom, so you can actually look up and see it. Spectacular views. Really recommend you have a go at this and go and view it.